Hey guys, this is Chris Johnson here. I'm making this video because there are actually quite a few things here today I'd like to touch up on. We're going to be covering a few opinions of my own, and I have to call them opinions because several people out there have different views on different subjects, so I'm just going to go ahead and get into this. One of the things in this world that I truly hate is a child abuser. I don't appreciate it at all. And I'm bringing this up because there are children out there in this world that are being abused daily. And their pain is in complete silence. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because in a situation to where I go through about 30 to 100 different YouTube videos, and I see where DCS workers show up at people's houses where they're trying to barge their way into a residence so they can do an investigation on someone who supposedly said there was some child abuse going on in that home. Now, 90% of the time, when these little stories or accusations are thrown out there, they're either in spite of a jealous ex-lover, a very upset family member who wants to get back at somebody out of spite, and this is their way of doing it. If someone in the home has a child, they figured, I'll call up, make some false allegations. DCS will get up, run out there, waste taxpayers' time, money, go out there and investigate something in which nothing is actually going on. But this is just to piss off the person in that home who has a beef with me. I'm going to make the child a victim in that circumstances. You see, that takes away from DCS actually going out there and doing real work. If DCS would actually go out there and do investigations into homes to where there is actual abuse going on, where a child is being neglected, they're being abused, they're being starved, they're being punished for absolutely no reason whatsoever, they're being beaten, thrown in closets, thrown in rooms, thrown in little locked treasure drawers or something like that. If DCS would actually take the time to investigate those situations instead of going out to homes to where, there is absolutely nothing really going on, but they're going to dig deep more into a case where nothing is going on rather than going out to a place where some actual child abuse and neglect is actually taking place. If they would take that time over here and put it over here, a lot of these cases in the U.S. and across the world, these cases would actually be solved and the kids would actually have a chance of being saved away from the people who are neglecting them and abusing them because they're bullies. And that's exactly what someone is who needs to take their anger or frustration out upon someone who's smaller than they are. And if that is you, regardless if you're a man or a female, and you're sitting there having to abuse a little bitty child to take your anger or frustrations out, you decide to use someone who is 10, 15 times smaller than you are, well, that makes you a weak-ass coward bitch because you don't have enough galls to stand up and go out there and pick on somebody who's just as big as you are, or if not bigger than you are. You're just a flat out fake fucking coward bitch. Get pissed because I'm speaking the truth. And this is the same in the instance where a man goes home and decides to beat his wife. I'm sorry guys, but I get sick and tired of having to apologize on behalf of my species because you got some big old brute motherfucker who thinks he's King Kong almighty. I'm gonna go home and take my sledgehammer fist, ramming through my little 10-pound wife's fucking head. Do you realize that when you do stupid shit, it's not only a reflection upon you, but it's a reflection upon your species as well? If you're not man enough to go out there and pick a fight with another man, then you are nothing more than a bitch. flat out. Get pissed because I'm telling the truth. And ladies, I know some of you are watching this are going, this guy is speaking up on behalf of us. Yes, I am, because I get sick of this shit. Women were not made to be abused. If they would be made to be abused, they would have actually came in a punching bag. If they were meant to be controlled, they would have come with batteries and an instruction manual. But they weren't. They were born with bones, flesh, blood, just like a man. And if women were truly meant to be controlled, as you guys want to do so badly, they wouldn't have came with the same thing in their heads as you have in your heads. It's called a brain. It's for them to learn, them to teach themselves, them to not be dependent on some great big ass coward punk bitch boy. Now that's exactly what you are. You're a punk bitch boy. And if that hurts your little delicate feelings, that's because the truth is smacking the shit out of you. And it should piss you off. It should. Everyone around you should know that you are not man enough to go out there and pick a fight with someone, a guy. Oh, no. Let's abuse a woman because she's weaker than me. Because she knows I can't fight. Because I know she can't fight back. That makes you a bitch. Flat out bitch. And I'm sorry, ladies, on behalf of my species, I am truly sorry for the way us men have acted in this scenario. I am truly sorry. Not all of us are this way. Not all of us were raised to be brute. Some of us were actually raised with morals, standard, and respect. By the way, men, here's something you need to know. I need you to take a good, hard, long look at your wife or your fiance or girlfriend, whichever it is, and ask yourself a question. What's the one thing that your Billy badass self can't do that a woman can do? She can give birth, which makes you a bitch to begin with. And you should respect that. Respect the fact that this woman can give birth. This woman is the reason why our population grows. Quit fucking beating our women. Start respecting them. Take them out to dinner. Open the door. Buy them a rose. Show them love. Even if you don't know the woman, just say, hey, I appreciate you. You don't have to know somebody to appreciate them. Just walk up to a woman and be like, hey, I appreciate what you've done for society. I do, and I want to thank you. Moving on to our next segment. Pedophiles. I hate them. Can't stand them. I loathe them. They don't deserve to breathe the air that everyone else around us breathes. They don't. Here's my idea. When it comes to a pedophile, a sexual offender of any sort, man or woman, if you are found doing anything sexually, take your ass to prison. Give them 1 week to say goodbye to everybody they know. After that week is over with, gone. Because we all know good and damn well that if someone goes in as a registered sex offender and comes out that way, they're going to go out there and do this again because they've got all rights to do that regardless. They've already been in jail. What's to stop them from doing it again? I'll go out to do this 4 or 5 times now. Fuck that. I can do it 50 times before they catch me. 1 week in prison if you are truly convicted of any sort of sexual violation. Take away the problem. And a lot of people are going to sit here and say, well, that's cruel and inhumane punishment, and he shouldn't be saying stuff like that. All right? Let's take that for example. What I'm saying, how to punish a sex offender rather than putting them in jail. Let's feed them, clothe them, put a roof over their head, give them clean clothes every night, have a place to actually lay their bed, and sleep peacefully with the Sandman every night, although I molested about 50 or 200 women and little boys and girls. But that's not cruel and inhumane, right? The victims who have to live with this shit every single day for the rest of their lives, that's not cruel and inhumane, is it at all, huh? Oh, no. That's fine. Fuck what they're having to go through. Let's protect this pedophile. Let's protect him. Let's make sure he's good and cozy. Let's make sure he gets special treatment. Fuck you. Fuck you. No, no, no. There's one thing in this world that's worse than a fucking pedophile. It's a defender of a pedophile. And that just makes me sick to my stomach. If you're gonna defend a pedophile, go sit in fucking jail with him, okay? Because you ain't got no fucking... Your opinion ain't worth shit no more. You're actually gonna defend the actions of what this person does? No. Hell no. I don't fly for that shit, okay? That shit needs to stop. All you naysayers want to jump up, well, that's cruel and inhumane punishment. Who gives a damn? What their fucking victims are going through every damn day is cruel and inhumane. Let's see you stand up for the victims. Stand up for the victims. I bet you refuse to do it. I bet you'll stand up for that fucking pedophile each and every fucking time. You will do it. And you won't think not one damn thing about their victim at all. Fuck what that victim went through. Fuck them. Let's go protect the pedophile. By the way, all the people out there who are making videos exposing all these pedophiles, I thank you. I thank you so much for doing such a wonderful job for our community, for exposing these bastards. And that's exactly what they are, bastards. And for you pedophiles who are watching this, fuck you. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit. Flat out. Make an excuse, motherfucker. Fuck you. Oh, and here's something else, all y'all. For the judges in cases of people who go in there and actually go out there and do something about these pedophiles running freely on the streets, pedophiles that have killed 10, 15 fucking innocent boys and girls and children and shit like that, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, highly ashamed of yourself for sitting here and punishing those who want to go out here and do something about these pedophiles roaming our streets freely while you're laid up in bed every night in your little black robe next to your old lady, not having a care in the world. Oh, well, fuck it, pedophiles are out there. I don't give a damn. If anyone kills pedophiles, we'll lock them up. Really? Yeah, let's lock up people who kill pedophiles, because it's making you look bad that they're doing your job. Your job is to protect the community by ridding these motherfuckers in our society and putting them in prison where they rightfully belong. But you won't do that, will you? Oh no, oh no. You will cast judgment upon those who actually want to go out there and do something about this. There are people out there who are doing something against these pedophiles, getting them on the street. Thank you. Thank you. You're doing what the judge should have done. You're doing what the judge should have actually had the balls to stand up and do to begin with. If over half you fucking judges would be like, okay, partner, I'm sending you to jail for 1 week. After that, done. Let me see one judge say that. One judge. Just one. And for the ones who are killing pedophiles, don't send them to jail. Don't send them to prison. You give that motherfucker a brand new house, give them a car, put money in their bank account, put their kids through college. Give that motherfucker a reward, not a punishment for doing something wonderful. What they're doing is wonderful, getting these dangerous people off our streets. Because you won't. You're too much of a coward to do it. You don't have the balls to keep them on the street. You'd rather keep them out there in the streets and lock up the ones who do want the pedophiles off the streets. You fucking coward-ass judges. Do something about it from now on. That way, everyone else doesn't have to do your fucking job for you. Have a great night.